if I can't ask simple questions like, where is your principal's office? What's the way to your principal's office? When is the morning devotion to start? How do I locate the principal in charge for maybe core members? How do I literally communicate? If I can't do this, tell me, how then would I communicate with these people and even teach them chemistry? How? NYSC, how? Good morning, guys, depending on when you are watching this video. Okay, so today's video would be like a get ready with me video. I just finished filming one of the videos and I decided to do some makeup and tell you guys a story. So it's story time right here. I would be sharing with you all my experience in a special school and how I taught chemistry using sign language. Like using sign language to teach chemistry as an NYSC core member. So before we proceed, if you are seeing me for the first time, I'm Helen Nelo and you are welcome to the premium channel. Okay, so in this channel we do lots of things that I am pretty sure that you all are gonna be interested in. Okay, so for now we have been sharing vlogs around Lagos and I am participating actively in Vlogmas. Okay, come 2024 we're gonna be coming with premium content and I will be needing you all support. Please, before you click out, kindly let me know. You can go through my channel, let me know the type of content that you want to see. Okay, so you're welcome if you're a new person right here. And for the OGs, you guys are the real deal, the real premium team. I really do appreciate your support. All right, let's just get into the video of today. So to start with, right, I served a few years at Niger State School for Special Education in Minna. It was a special school for the visual and the hearing impaired students. It was a challenging experience for me, but it was still fun. I want to do a very quick and simple makeup. Just quick and simple, like I don't need anything wasting my time. You know, when you do minimal efforts and you still glow. I get that point, you know. I did that. I get the point. I don't have to do too much and the glow will be there. Don't mind me, guys, I'm switching off. Let's get back to this video. Let's take a quick throwback to my redeployment. See, you all don't know what people go through in camp, right? Like everybody wanted to get redeployed during my time. Nobody wanted to be in Niger State. I'm like, I can't survive here. I can't survive here. Literally, you don't know what people do just to ensure that they are eligible for redeployment right in camp. I'll tell you a quick story of a guy. So I vividly remember this guy in camp who wanted to claim beyond every reasonable doubt that he was asthmatic and he wasn't supposed to be right here because he needed to be close to his doctor. So somehow he got a doctor's report and even went as far as borrowing an inhaler. So in camp, you're going to have this kind of panel, right, where you come to prove to them that you have reasons why you shouldn't complete your service here right in Minna, the reasons why you should be deployed immediately after camp. There were just a lot of us. Mine is that I already had the doctor's report prior to coming because of just nothing so much. I knew that they may not even consider that, but since it's also a little bit of a health challenge that I had, I as well went with it, you get. So when this guy appeared before the panel, right, they told him to make use of the inhaler just to prove that he was asthmatic. Someone who is not having an attack, you should just use the inhaler just in case. And the guy had to use the inhaler. The funny thing is that he didn't even know how the thing is being used, right? And when he did that, this guy was coughing vigorously. I was among those sets of 2 or 3 other people that rushed into the clinic. He was coughing. When he got to my turn, I showed them my results. This one looked at the abdominal pain, like, so what? Why? Hey, luckily for me was that I participated actively during camp, right? And that was even the reason why they posted me in their state capital, that's Mina, so that in the long run I would join the volleyball team, because I really love volleyball. I played volleyball a lot while I was in high school and also during camp, right? So that was actually my reason for being posted in Mina. But you see, for redeployment, it was never considered. So somehow when I realized that, see, this redeployment stuff, you know, go work for this camp. No, you just have to make up your mind. Okay. And after 2 weeks camp, on that very day that we were passing out of camp, right, and people were seeing their redeployment, some of my friends, one of my friends just got redeployed, and I was like, these people did not redeploy me. I was working towards Lagos or Ogun State, right, because of some reasons, but they didn't redeploy me, and I just had to accept my fate like that. So to add a twist to that, I was posted to a special school, a school where I cannot communicate verbally to these people, like vocally, right? So getting to the school on the first day, I arrived so early that as at when I got there was no teacher to even attend to me. I saw students, they were all out there doing their morning functions, sweeping the compound, sweeping the classrooms and all of that. And my problem was, how do I even communicate with these people? So if I can't ask simple questions like, where is your principal's office? What's the way to your principal's office? When is the morning devotion to start? How do I locate the principal in charge for maybe core members? How do I literally communicate? If I can't do this, tell me, how then would I communicate with these people and even teach them chemistry? How? NYSC, how? You get that, right? These were my worries actually. So like they would say, if the heart is willing, it will find 1,000 ways. And if it's unwilling, honestly, my heart wasn't willing. I wasn't willing at all to do anything right there. But because I realized that this is gonna be my reality, when I realized that this, don't mind me, I'm trying to do my makeup, I'm ensuring that this is on together. So when I realized that this is gonna be my reality, and I was like, the earlier I embrace this, the better for me. And that was when I actually opened up my heart and I prayed and told God, I know you're going to see me through all through this service here. I know that I have a sound mind and that I'm going to learn, and I'm going to do my best to ensure that I just do something positive, like I create an impact, I do my best, and in years to come, I would know that when I was in that school, I did teach these people 1 or 2, and you know, to dismantle the first challenge, I started learning sign language. I would literally go and sit down with the primary 1 students just to learn ABCD. Like I had the student who was in primary 1. She literally taught me A, B, C, like the entire alphabet. And I was just taking baby steps to learning. How would I do this? So initially, right, when I had learned the ABCD, I would just communicate by spelling exactly what I want to do, which was really difficult. But in the long run, I started learning some words. I want to run. I started learning pronouns, nouns. I started learning even the facial expression that comes with with the whole thing, right? It got to a point where I literally could at least communicate what I want to say, like submit your assignments, where did we stop the last time. I could write out chemical compounds and I would just communicate well with them. And if there is any way that I'm not able to kind of relate what I have in mind, I will just spell it out, and you see some of them. See, these children are really fun. Like, they're literally very, very fun to be with if you understand how you can communicate with them. But if there is communication issues, which is usually the challenge, right, you may really, really struggle. So my first time witnessing the hearing and the visually impaired students fight, I realized that these people are in a different world altogether, like they're in an entirely different world. And just like two parallel lines that may never meet, it's something similar like that. Because in a way, the visually impaired students are able to verbally express themselves to us. But this is not the case of those who are hearing impaired, right? And they're not like literally able to speak. They communicate using sign languages, and these visually impaired students cannot see. So how do you communicate with them? So when I came out and I was asking what is the problem, and with the narration, I just realized that these two sets of people are completely right, but in their own different words. Do you understand? Like, they are right, and there is nothing you yourself can do about it in explaining to this person or the other person the reason why he or she should have allowed the other person. Like, there is no how you can explain it. I just had to use my discretion to ensure that there was peace that day. But you can imagine what it is for you to know that you're living with someone in the same hostel, but there is no way you guys can ever communicate. Not because there is a quarrel or anything, but just because there is this communication gap limitation, something like that. One thing that amazes me is how engaging and participating these people can be when it comes to anything. Like, they are literally very, very independent. When it comes to inter-house sports, I would see the visually impaired students, once the teacher says there is nothing in front of you, run, they speed up almost immediately. Like, they live normally. You're the one who is seeing it as if there is an issue. To them, there is no issue. You get what I mean, right? These people are very, very independent. Even those you think that are not seeing, they can literally cook, make their own foods, ensure that their clothes are clean, and come to school. I do play volleyball a lot with them, together with other core members who were posted in my school. We began a kind of a special training section for them, which was just about us giving them extra lessons without pay. Because to me, I complained earlier that for them to actually understand chemistry, that it will require a lot. And because I have the limitation of communication at SAT when I joined, I realized that they have also had this chemistry gap, right? They've not been taught chemistry for over 6 months. Like, what school does that kind of thing? You get? So there was a lot of things to catch up with. And for those who were sitting for the WAEC, I was just kind of organizing chemistry lessons for them without pay. Regardless of how broke I was as at that time, I began this campaign called Every Child is Your Child, where I just ensure that I feed at least 1 to 2 students every day. Like, whenever I want to make food, I ensure that I am putting a plate of 1 or 2 students in that meal. You get what I mean? Yeah, so that campaign was just literally something that is being done a lot in Christ Embassy. Every child is your child, and all those kind of things. So I just decided to implement it right there at the school. It was an awesome experience, because when I wanted to leave, I knew full well that I was going to miss a lot of them, but I just had to go as at the time went due. And that was how my experience in a special school actually went. This is my final look. Simple, classy, slick, and just clean. Thank you so much if you've been watching to this very point. I really do appreciate that. Till next time, stay fabulous. Bye.